most mature audiences only. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
Been a minute, but it ain't been that long. What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios.
What?
And just where is that, might you ask? Well, I know it's been a minute, so let me give you some simple directions, shall we? We're just down the street, past the house, with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and hook up with my man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar, but most of all, he's a man of commerce. Slip him what you should, he's gonna point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own goddamn business, a cool breeze will hit you. And you find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? You goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction and a very special Monday edition of the Raider Nation Report with yours truly. Big L couldn't be in the house today, but I'm sure he will be in the house again in the very, very near future. All you Big L fan club out there, he's still around. Don't get up in arms. Don't start flooding the calls to the page. He's still around. Don't get excited. It's just me today, so be all right. We'll get through. So I would like to start our show with a little disclaimer, since people seem to think this is their safe house. This is not your safe house. Your feelings were not taken into consideration in the preparation of this show. So if you are a sensitive little bitch, doors that way. Please use it, and we will continue on with the show. Thank you. All right. Oh, yes, and do not forget, tune back in tomorrow, same Raider time, same Raider channel, Deadpool Raider, an exclusive, no-holds-barred, uncensored interview with one of Raider Nation's own one of the super fans, Deadpool Raiders, going to join me. No holds barred, man. We're going to let her rip. And any questions you guys got, throw it up in the comments. We'll throw them his way as well. So we're going to talk everything silver and black. Vegas, roster, all this quarterback bullshit, everything. We're getting into that tomorrow. But let's jump right into, well, where we are. It was divisional round weekend. There was no silver and black going on, but it's still football. And, whether you want to admit it or not, you kind of got to see how the season ends. I watch it casually. I'm a diehard football fan, but I'm a diehard Raider football fan. I don't root for other teams in the playoffs. I bask in the tears and drink from the blood of the victims of ours that fall. I love watching other teams fail miserably and watch their fan base. I relish in that misery. That's my playoffs. That's my playoffs. I like watching the other teams fail. I enjoy that failure, but I don't root for another team. So I'm not sitting here rooting for the Texans to beat the Chiefs. And was I laughing at the Chiefs? You're fucking right. But then, by the end, I'm laughing at the Texans. Why? Because, their fucking kiddie table dwelling asses will never ever fucking leave. They're permanent fixtures on the kiddie table. They're never gonna leave. Fucking bastard Oilers. They're stuck there forever. Deshaun Watson is he's proven in the regular season to be just a tier better than Derek Carr. He got postseason victory or two under his belt, but he's not the guy that has seemed to be consistent and can get it done in the postseason. You get a 25-point lead in an NFL game, and you can't put that shit away. I tell you what, whoever decided that when you are stepping on somebody's throat, let's go for it on fourth down when we're pinned down in our own end of the field. Who the fuck decided that was a good play? A good call? My fucking 13-year-old makes better calls than that on fucking Madden. I mean, you're getting paid 7 figures to make that call when your season's on the line. And you handed all of the momentum. Here! Have the momentum. Just take it back. You stupid fuck. They should fire your ass. You've got all the talent in the world on the roster, but that dumb fucking coach that the Texans have was Bill O'Brien. Man, they need to get rid of that guy. He's a fucking choke caller on that offense. And that franchise. But, hey, stay where you're at. I could fucking care less. You belong right where you're at, on the kiddie table. Stay there, butt chin. Damn, you beat me to it, Chris. I was working my way there. Damn it. I was getting there. So you had that game. But let's rewind. It's like I just said there. Let's rewind back to Saturday. Because Saturday, here you come in, man. It's divisional round. You see all these matchups. You got these 4 games. And this is supposed to be one of the most exciting weekends in football. And you come out and Saturday, and you're like, just puts you in a coma, man. Game one was the you like that? Yeah. We liked watching you choke miserably, Kirk Cousins. We didn't necessarily like watching the fucking Niners win, but, like I said, I take no joy out of the playoffs when my team's not there. But I take a lot of joy in the misery of others when my team's not in there. And the misery of watching this pathetic fan base who has watched their team choke in Super Bowls, in coming in 15-1 into the playoffs, missing by field goals. They have done it in multiple facilities now. This is one of the kings of choking. The superb kings of losing. Skull, have you? I believe that's their call. The supreme kings of losing. Skull, motherfucker. Skull. Again. So, I enjoyed that. That made me smile. Put a little twinkle in my fucking eye. And then, so you roll through that game, and you should never bet on purple. Anyway. ever. That's probably what's going to happen in this game. You know, but it ain't been a good weekend for purple, LSU. I'm just saying. It ain't been a good weekend for purple. Even though they're up 28-17. Then the night game, man. All we heard all season was a hype train about Lamar Jackson, blah, 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 all season long. Kind of like we had to listen to Patrick Mahomes shit all year last season as the entire fucking sports media stroked him off. And then what happens? You get in the playoffs and you ran into a freight train by the name of fucking Derrick Henry, who completely ran over their ass. That wasn't even a game. There were no decent games on Saturday whatsoever. And then you had the shit storm that started off on Sunday, and then actually you got kind of a decent game by the end there. Russell Wilson tried to make it a game, but so now we're down to the Niners and the Packers and the fucking Queefs and the Titans. So when you start to get down to this, what's all that's left of our 2019 season, you look at it like, just take the Chiefs out. I'd really like to not see the Niners win again. So I'm down to the Packers or the Titans. This is like, when you get down to 4 teams, it's like, which cancer is the least painful to die from? That's kind of what you're picking. You know? Because they all suck. Which side of the head do you want to get shot in? You want to get shot in the forehead, left side, right side, or just shot right in the back? Pick. One of the 4. That's kind of what you're picking. You know, and I'm like, the Chiefs, no. Niners, no. I couldn't stomach watching either one of them on the fucking podium out there with confetti dropping on their fucking bitch asses, especially the Chiefs. Jesus Christ. I would lose all of my fucking Super Bowl snacks. So we couldn't have that happen. The Titans? Ugh. Are they the least of the 4 evils? The Titans? The fucking bastard Oilers? You know, it's like the Oilers split into 2 and become, you know, they were like fucking conjoined twins that were separated in some fucking back house fucking bastardized surgery. Here you go. You take the Texans and you take the Titans. Here you go. Just like Luke and Leia. He shot them off. Go hide them. I guess, you know. They're both on here. I mean, they're sitting right there on the side of the kiddie table together. The Oilers should be honorable mention. Are they the least of 2 evils? Do like 2 cities celebrate? Fucking the Texans would probably throw a fucking parade too. Like, fuck it, man, that's the closest we're gonna get. Shit, as long as we got butt chin fucking coaching, that's the closest we'll ever get. Might as well throw a fucking parade too. Shit, we'll all dress as Oilers. Fucking a fucking parade.
Damn.
Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking, I hate this time of the year. Just get over. It's like a fucking bad movie. Speaking of bad movies, my spoiler alert for my WTF at the end of the fucking show. It's like a bad movie, man. It just can't get over fast enough. You're like, fuck, man. God, I had to take my kid to this piece of shit. How long's left in this motherfucker? God damn it. Good Lord. It's like watching the playoffs right now. I gotta watch it because it's history. Whether you like it or not, it's history unfolding. It just sucks. It just sucks. So, fucking enough of all that. Gotta have touch on it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But moving on, things that are much more important, like the RAIDER ReACTION 2020 Off-Season Madden Challenge for you PS4 gamers out there. That's much more important than these other fucking hack-ass teams, you know, playing for a championship that we don't give a shit about anymore. So, if you think you got game, and every time I play, man, all these motherfuckers come chirping in the comments, I can beat your ass, blah, 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 blah. Well, this is your opportunity to put your money where your mouth is. It is a small $30 buy-in. You only have to dedicate one game a week. That's all we make you play, because we know we all got lives and everything. And we have RaiderNationStore.net as well as Raider Reaction on board for the sponsors for this year's Madden Challenge. What do you get for? What do I get? It fucking costs $30. Fucking play it. What do I get? What do you get? This is what you get, goddammit. We're gonna dedicate segments to the morning show to keeping the everybody, not that they give a shit, what's going on with the Madden League, who's kicking ass, who's sucking, what have you. We're gonna be streaming the games live on the page and on our YouTube channel. And if you win your division, you're gonna get a nice prize pack full of well over fucking $30. Where the hell you been? That was last year, bro. Come on. Keep up. Everybody else has already paid. You're like the last one. What do you... Prize pack. Stuffed full of goodies from our official sponsor, RaiderNationStore.net, Raiders R Us on Facebook, Raider Nation Store on Instagram, as well as Raider Reaction gear. We're going to have patches, t-shirts, stickers, whole bunch of freaking nice swag in there for everybody that wins their division. If you don't win your division, you're one of the owners that don't win your division, we're going to put all of those owners' names in a raffle and do another drawing for another prize pack. So even if you absolutely fucking suck at Madden, you have a chance to win a prize that is better than what your entry fee was. Now, if you win it all, we've already got the big grand prize, which is an autographed Josh Jacobs jersey certificate of authenticity. That is our big grand prize. And every single week during the Madden Challenge, live on the show, I will add a new item to the grand prize, and it is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the end, whoever wins the grand prize of this year's Madden Challenge, it is going to be a fucking haul. But we are guaranteeing you an autographed Josh Jacobs jersey, and any of you that follow the pages know our giveaways are legit. What we give away is legit. We have a returning champion from last year who won an autographed Derek Carr jersey. He's coming back to defend his crown. We gave away 2 Derek Carr jerseys last year. And I promise I will not throw any nude pictures in the prize pack. Maybe one in my Raiders banana hammock, but that'll be it. I promise. It'll be full coverage. I'll even wear pasties. But that'll be it. That'll be the only thing that might be just a little off. But other than that, if you are interested in getting in the Madden Challenge, our 2020 offseason Madden Challenge, message the page. The league is half full already. Guarantee, or it's already a half full, confirmed. So please, every year somebody fucking dicks around and waits, and then they get in like about a fucking day after it starts, and they're like, "Can I get in?" No, the league is not starting officially till the middle of February. That's why we are starting locking people in now. So please, if you want to play, message the page so we can get it all dialed in. We're going to do a fantasy draft for all the players, so you'll get to build your own team and fucking game it out, and hopefully you can win the fucking gigantic grand prize. If not, you can win a prize pack. You got a 1 in 4 chance to win one of those. Plus, even if you suck, we got a loser's bracket too. Drawing anyways. Message the page, get in. League's half full already. And I don't want you to miss out if you really want to play. So, all right. It's our shameless plug. Let's move on, shall we? Now, I'm a little slow. Not real slow. I am not slow enough to not understand that Tom Flores deserves into the Hall of Fame over either of the likes of Bill Cowher or Jimmy Johnson. Now, you can make a harder argument for Jimmy Johnson, but you can't even make one for Bill Cowher to get in ahead of Tom Flores. Tom Flores was a pioneer as a minority in the coaching ranks, as a minority in the player ranks. The guy has got a ring at every step of his career. Every step. What's Bill Cowher done? 1 ring? I guess maybe Tom Flores needs to go get a job sitting as a talking head and being a pundit on one of these fucking shows. Because apparently that's what qualifies you. If your face is just in front of the public, all of a sudden that qualifies you ahead of other people that are more deserving. So just because we gotta look at fucking Jimmy Johnson and his stupid fucking hair and fucking listen to Bill Cowher's fucking obnoxious ass every Sunday, they're more deserving to get in than a guy that has been waiting? Are you gonna wait till he's gone too? You already have fucked Cliff Branch. You already fucked the snake. Don't do this, man. It's terrible that they're making this guy wait. You know, he's not getting any younger. The Hall of Fame's it's a great honor. You know, it's great that Kenny Stabler got in. It's great that he got in. He should have got in while he was still standing on this dirt and not underneath it. But it's still great that he got in. But yes, it's great that you're immortalized. Yes, it is bust's there. He's part of the Hall, all of that. But what he was screwed out of, and what Cliff Branch was screwed out of, because someday he'll probably get into, eventually. Someday they'll have to make it fucking right. But what those guys get screwed out of is, and what, to me, what part of the being in the Hall of Fame is you're given the opportunity to, not only do you get the bust made of you, you get the jacket, you get the Hall of Fame ring, but you get this golden opportunity to stand in front of the world on a platform where your peers, where the greats of the great, where all of the fans that adored you and cheered you from the time you were in Pee Wee football, your family, everybody that means anything to you, everybody that you've looked up to, and the world is captured and hanging on your words. You get, people don't get that in your life. Normal people don't get that in your life. To get put on a stage like that and asked, take your time, tell your story, spill your heart, tell us who you are, what's behind the helmet, the face mask, and to have that taken away, that you can't put a price on that, man. To deny a guy that has proven statistically in the biggest games, on the biggest stage, and did it without the benefits of being a white guy in America. All of that. How many arguments do you have to make for the guy, man? And then to see somebody like fucking Bill Cowher get put in front of him. Bill Cowher's a great coach. I'll give him his dues. He won a fucking Super Bowl. He is what he is. But he can't hold fucking Tom Flores as jock. And he shouldn't be in the fucking Hall of Fame before him. He was a fucking chump as a fucking player. Flores wasn't. Flores excelled at every level of his career, all the way to the top. And then did it twice. How do you keep him out, man? I don't get it. I thought for sure. I honestly didn't even put a lot of thought into it. I didn't talk about it on the show. I honestly thought he was a lock. I honestly thought he was going to be a lock this year. I really, really did. It was shock. It was quite shocking to me, honestly, that he didn't make it again. It really was shocking to me that he didn't make it again. But it's bullshit, man. There's such a long list of Raiders that need to be in, man. Todd Christensen, Lester Hayes, Jim Plunkett. I mean, the list goes on and fucking on. I mean, you put Tony Gonzalez in? Todd Christensen ain't in? Seriously? Todd Christensen was Tony Gonzalez before Tony Gonzalez was even fucking thought of. And you don't put him in? I don't get it, man. At some point, I think what they do is I think they put a cap on players from a team from an era. Like, this is all you're gonna get. You know, we gave you Art Shell, Upshaw, you know, the rest that made it. You know, you talked us into the snake. Okay, we gave you him. But I don't think out of that era they're just gonna put that many more in. The problem is you every year you've got these new era guys that are coming in, and they're causing a logjam now. And it's going to make it more difficult for these older guys to get in. It really is. I know they've added in this new category to get these guys in, but they added that shit in, which looked like it should have been a shoo-in for Tom Flores, and it still didn't fucking work. Still didn't get him in. Still didn't get him in. Even when they looked like they created a loophole just for a vehicle to get him in, they still didn't put him in. So what kind of fucking bullshit is that, man? Flush that trash. That is absolute garbage, man. Absolute garbage. If you haven't followed us on the Instagram, the Twitter, you need to do so. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Raider Reaction Webcasts. Of course, like and follow us here on Facebook, on the Raider Reaction page, as well as the Commish page. And go join our group, too, while you're there. Click on that Raider Reaction group tab and come to the dark side, the official group of Raider Reaction, the Empire, the Raider Reaction Empire. The dark side. It's real, it's raw, it's uncensored. You can talk about your team without somebody crawling up your ass. Believe you should have a place to vent. I have a place to vent. You should as well. So, we provide you one. There's 5,000 plus other members of Raider Nation in there, members of the dark side. But all, you know, just walk a little to the left. Just a little on the dark side of Raider Nation. So, come to the dark side. We've been expecting you. So, moving on. What did happen yesterday was the draft order was locked down for the first 3 rounds of your 2020 draft, which will be taking place in the new home of Raider Nation, Las Vegas. And we will be there. Raider Reaction will be there on location, bringing you all there live. So I'm telling you, those of you that cannot make it to the draft this year, and it's going to be in Vegas, I am going to be there live on location. There's going to be several of the members of the Raider Reaction Hype team there as well, covering the draft, and you are going to get behind the scenes, silver and black, fucking VIP access to all types of shit that you would not normally see. You ain't gonna see this shit on ESPN. You ain't gonna see it on the NFL Network. We're gonna take you into the fucking belly of the beast, the silver and black beast at the fucking draft. So make sure you are following Raider Reaction. We got big plans for this season. Big plans. So we will be there, and we're gonna bring you all there with us. So if you're not gonna be there, you're gonna be there in spirit, because we're gonna bring you right in there with you. Damn straight. Yeah, that was some fucking straight up I almost forgot about it. Thank you, Leslie. I'm sure everybody's seen it. This fucking fat queef with this fucking fat old lady and their fucking fat whatever the hell they were dragging along with them, shitting, or I don't even think they were shitting. It was a real bad staged photo, supposed to look like they were shitting at the goddamn stadium site. I'm sure everybody's seen it. It was making the rounds this afternoon on social media. And his name was on there, so I welcome everybody in Raider Nation to go search him and absolutely bombard that motherfucker's social media account. Just commit social media homicide upon his messenger, his wall, and just anything you can do. Go search him on fucking Instagram, go search him on Twitter, and just absolutely harass the piss out of him. Enjoy yourself. Oh, what is his name? Oh, come on. Somebody throw his name up in there. Come on, Leslie, Nancy, one of you, come on. Somebody go find his name. I forgot what his fucking name is. It's not even really worth remembering. But for this purpose, we need to unleash a silver and black onslaught upon this guy. Because, I mean, He needs to understand the powers that he's playing with. Don't fuck with the Raider Nation, man. Don't fuck with our new fucking paradise in the desert. That's our oasis. We've been waiting for that for a long time. And especially, man, don't have that nasty fucking little goddamn Ewok fucking half Yoda looking fucking thing bearing its ass. What was that? I don't know. It looked like a hairless Wookiee. Moving on. Jeff Brown. There you go. Queef fan. Jeff Brown. Just search. He's a fucking big fat fucking queef dressed in red. It's like fucking big Ronald McDonald looking fucker in his fucking profile pictures. There you go. Jeff Brown. It's on. Like Donkey Kong. Alright. Draft order has been locked in after what went down this weekend. And I love this. I love this. This is the stars aligning right here, Raider Nation. This is the stars aligning. I read that as I was speaking and I said McLining. Oh, that cracked me up. That Mick fucked me up too, Nick. Every once in a while, a comment will just get me. Oh, I totally lost my fucking train of thought. Oh, shit. But as I was saying, the McStars were fucking aligning. And I love, if you haven't seen the way the draft order has set up, at least through the first 3 rounds, round 4 and our 7th round picks, you'll still yet to be determined by what shakes out. But round 1, we got the 12th pick. We've also got the 19th pick from Chicago. But here's what I love, man. I know we ain't got a 2nd round pick, but the way the 3rd round picks lined up, you got 3 picks in the 3rd round. You got 80, 81, and 91. So you got back-to-back picks, which, man, I fucking love back-to-back picks. What you can do with back-to-back picks in the draft is you can have... You can gamble now. You can do things in the draft order up above that just it gives you liberties, man. And then to have that next pick only 10 picks later, there's going to be some serious talent still on the board in the 3rd round. The way that sets up that you get back-to-back picks, anybody that plays fantasy football knows how important back-to-back picks can be. You can build a team. You get there and you're like, oh shit, they're both still there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you get them. It gives you a lot of power, man. A lot of power. I love the way that the 3rd round lined up. And Mayock, do your thing again. Do your thing again, because last season, Farrell, Jacobs, Abram, Mullen, Crosby, Johnson, Moreau, Renfro, Bell. Not a bad draft. Whiffed on a couple, but as the majority, it's an interesting question, Gary. It's an interesting question. Do I think we would move up in the draft? 12th is, here's the thing. When we're swinging for what I think we're swinging for with that first pick at 12, I don't think you need to. I even see where there's the possibility that you drift back a pick or two to 13 or 14. I think quarterbacks, some of the higher profile picks like that, the more picks of need for some of these franchises that are picking up towards the top, is going to push a lot of the talent at wide receiver down the board. And I think anywhere from 12 to 19, there's going to be a plethora of talent at wide receiver and at linebacker, which I do believe is where we're going first. Those are our first rounds. You were going wide receiver and linebacker. Which order? I honestly believe is the only question. You go linebacker and then wide receiver, or you go wide receiver and then linebacker. But I think those are your 2 needs that you address. Those are the 2 biggest holes that we have on both sides of the ball, and you can dress both of them. You set yourself up to be able to dress both of them. Regardless of what you decide to do in the future, regardless of what you decide to do in the future at quarterback, that person, whether it be Derek Carr, whether it be somebody that you draft in a later round this year and replaces Derek Carr in the middle of the season, regardless of whatever fucking happens, Derek Carr, trips on the fucking soap and tears something, and this kid has to play. Whatever happens, that person needs a number one wide receiver. There's not one on this fucking roster. Tyrell Williams is, he does a really great job fucking masquerading as a number one, but he's like a 2.5. I wouldn't even call him a solid number two. Not really. He didn't impress me that much this season. He's alright. He's somebody I could rotate in and give my number two a spell and throw in as a 3 every once in a while. But I'm not sitting Renfro down to give that dude reps. No. I honestly think in this offseason, you go out and you draft your future, and you go out and you get wide receiver talent and free agency as well. There is some serious wide receiver talent in free agency. You could gamble on fucking AJ Green's paper mache ass. I don't know, man. I carried AJ Green for like 3 years on my fantasy team. That dude spent more time on the fucking bench than he did in my live roster. So, he's a talented guy when he plays, but I don't know about him. But it's a prove-it year for him. This is a prove-it year. And sometimes, if you get that guy on a prove-it year, you can get big things out of him, man. You can get big things out of him. Because AJ Green knows that the fucking world thinks he's paper mache too. It ain't a fucking secret. Type in AJ Green. Social media. What does the world think of me? A fucking picture of fucking paper mache fucking pinata comes up. Fragile, motherfucker. Fragile. That's what the world thinks of you. They don't think you can survive. So you got him. You got Larry Fitzgerald. I honestly don't think Larry Fitzgerald goes to another team to play out his career. Why would he? Why would he? He's a very intelligent guy. He's connected to that franchise. So, yeah. Emmanuel Sanders. Got Emmanuel Sanders available. Devin Funkness. Got the Funkness. You interested in him? He doesn't excite me. That Amari Cooper guy's out there. You interested in him? No thank you. Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb to me is, he's along the lines of Hunter Renfrow. He's nothing sexy to me. He doesn't excite me. Danny Amendola? Nah. Travis Benjamin? Dude, if you keep that motherfucker away from the buffet, maybe. He's on that fucking Eddie Lacy diet. Brashard Perriman from the Bucks? He actually, there's one that you could probably get him kind of on the cheap, and he actually looked pretty good this year and had a pretty good season for the fucking fake Pirates. So he's one you might stick a question mark next to, a little squiggly. Emmanuel Sanders, somebody else said. Lines is interested in Sanders. Robbie Anderson. He's a couple down here on the list, Damien. I was getting to him. Robbie Anderson. Again, that's somebody, he's only about a little over $3 million on the market for 2019, so he's not, he's not drawing a lot of money. I think you go and get a guy like this. You try to grab your fucking that lightning in a bottle stud wide receiver in the draft. You get a veteran to couple with him. You've got Hunter Renfrow. You got Tyrell Williams' depth. I don't know what you do with Zay Jones. I don't know. Fucking set him out on the curb, probably. Put a twist tie on that motherfucker. Set him out on the curb with a free sign on it. Slightly used Zay Jones. Free. Make me an offer. I give you some twine. Piece of cheese. Take it. Get that Zay Jones out of here. Demaryius Thomas is out there. No, thank you. Old, beat up. Nah. Geronimo Allison. See, now you're getting down to Nelson Aguilar. Josh Gordon. Smokey? You want Smokey?
Damn!
No. He's chilling on a bar stool somewhere next to Alden Smith. Feeling like, what happened, man? What happened? I couldn't put down the bottle, man. I couldn't put down the pipe, brother. I feel it. Let's hug it out. Fucking clowns. So, there is some talent out there. Hell, Seth Roberts is out there. Tavon Austin. Really, the only two wide receivers that we have are Dwayne Harris and Keelan Doss. Doss is actually an exclusive restricted free agent. So we can bring back all of these guys. This is a great wide receiver core. But I think you got to add a veteran, and you've got to go out and try to get that young guy. You swung and missed with Amari Cooper. You tried to grab your stud number one wide receiver, and for a season or two, he fooled us all. Coop! But then he hit the ceiling in 16, and he went to the basement shortly after. So it was shortly lived. It was shortly lived. And my son has 389 jerseys hanging in the closet. He'll never wear again. Yeah, that motherfucker's nuts, man. The stories, you can't even make up the stories about Antonio Brown anymore. You can't even make that shit up, man. You fucking freaks out on his old lady and throws a bag of dicks at her. Who just has a bag of dicks laying around? I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm sure, everybody's old lady's got equipment laying around, but not like literally a bag of dicks. I mean, that's just not something that's in the house. They were gummy dicks. Yeah. Just seems a little odd to me. An entire bag, huh? But that makes me wonder. I want to see pictures. How big was this bag? Are we talking like hefty size? Is this like paper bag from the fucking Publix up the street? Like, a little plastic Walmart bag? What kind of bag are we talking? I mean, you got shit in there with kickstart on it and the fucking kickstands. It requires 220 voltage. What are you working with? I gotta know what's going on. Now my curiosity's piqued. Oh, like a bag of gummy bears? Oh, that story's not near as funny. That's lost all its punch now. Fuck it, now I gotta move on. Took the wind right out of my sails. God damn it. And now just some cheap Spencer's thing. Ah, fuck. That's not even a headline. Fucking TMZ. Well, they spun the fuck out of that, didn't they? I wasn't gonna read the headlines. But even beyond that, fucking I could give a shit less. That's what bag of dicks. See, there's my perverted mind. You say bag of dicks, it's a little tiny thing with a little gummy bear looking fucking things in there, and I'm thinking a fucking hefty bag full of fucking dildos with kickstands and shit. Like, bitch, take that! Take all your equipment, get the fuck out! See, I'm just not right in the head. In your face, sucker! Take this bag of dicks! That motherfucker just ain't right, though, man. He's a walking CTE case. They need to get a case study on that dude going. That's a fucking... fucking insanity. Insanity. Oh, I want to talk needs. Top 5 needs of the Raiders coming into this off season. And what did you think? I haven't been on for a few days. I put it up on the page in my notification. But what did you think when you got the notification in your Facebook notifications that a page that you follow or like has changed its name from the Oakland Raiders to the Raiders? That's something you don't see every day, man. The franchise that you fucking ride or die with changes its name. And I thought it was interesting that they decided to, the season's technically over, but it's not over, that you dropped Oakland and just went to Raiders and have said you're not going to go to the Las Vegas Raiders until the actual start of the 2020 season, which is like March 18th or some shit like that. So for like 2 months, you just like... It's interesting. Oh, I'm so sick of that shit, man. If I hear... I don't even want to... Don't even get me started, Nancy Raiders girl. Don't even get me started. These fucking goddamn it, I'm so sick of fucking, oh, well, that's not going to be the same in Vegas because blah, 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 blah. You know, fucking, whatever. You know, like every fucking game in Oakland was a sellout. Like we're just going to ignore the fact that we have a whole fucking section of fucking goddamn fucking seats that's got a big motherfucking tarp on it for how many years now? Because we can't stick asses in it. Okay? Sellouts. Let's be real. Okay? Let's keep it real. Place is a dump, and we've been needing a new house. The people that are still pissing and moaning need to build a bridge and get the fuck over it. Seriously. My God. Embrace it. Embrace the change. It's a new dawn. There's a fucking new sun rising, baby. Embrace it. Feel the warmth from the fucking desert. That's where the booty's been found, and that's where we're going. We're pirates, motherfucker. We conquered the bay. Now we go inland to take more. We pillage and move along. Embrace it. Embrace the change. Man, this shit happened how many years ago? My God. A blind man with one arm could have built the bridge to get over it by now. Get over it. Deal with it. You know, it's real easy to support a team that's in your backyard. That you can go, you know, all it costs is you gas money and the price of a ticket to go on your day off. Oh, that's easy to be dedicated. Take your entire vacation time for a year to travel to one fucking game. You know how many members of Raider Nation do that? They wait for the schedule to come out to take every bit of vacation, all of their family vacation for an entire year. I know a lot of people that do that, man, and travel all the way from all different parts of the country. And for any fucking fan to say they're more of a fan because their fucking zip code is closer than another fan? Fuck that, man. I would make the argument it's harder to be more to stay dedicated like that when they're not in your fucking back door, man. They're not in your backyard. They can't just walk down the street. That's real dedication to me. I'm sick of seeing the fans fucking pissing on each other. I'm a bigger fan than you. I'm a bigger fan than you. Why? Because your fucking daddy bought you season tickets and you live fucking 2 blocks from the stadium? You're a bigger fan than that guy? Really?